Welcome to the Empowered Working Mom Revolution podcast, the ultimate destination for all you incredible working moms out there.
Hey there, I'm your host, Jocelyn Aoyoung, a certified life coach dedicated to guiding moms to build successful careers while being present parents. This show is your guide to creating transformational change in you as a working mom, where you'll discover your own empowering, actionable tips and tools, and we'll dive into inspiring stories and topics such as nurturing your well-being, setting boundaries, managing time effectively, and cultivating self-compassion. So join me here every Wednesday as we revolutionize how you show up as a working mom, which makes remarkable changes in yourself, your family, your career, and the world around you. So remember to hit that subscribe button and let's go on this transformative journey together.
Welcome to the Empowered Working Mom Revolution podcast. Are you ready? Let's dive in.
Hey there, working moms. Let's create your best year in career and parenting. Picture a year where your career growth is booming, your kids want to spend their free time hanging out with you, and you're going on unforgettable family vacations together. I mean, wouldn't that be great if that became your reality? Well, I'm here to say that it can be. And I'm so excited because I want to invite you to join us for the fun Mommy Fest Your Best Year workshop on January 20th, where we're going to have fun creating what you desire and bring it into your life as a working mom. This workshop is open for 6 people because that is the amount of seats I have in my home, which is where I'm hosting this amazing in-person workshop. So if you'd like to learn more and snag your spot, go to empoweredworkingmomrevolution.com/events to sign up. All right. Hope to see you there at the Mommy Fest Your Best Year workshop. Hey there, working moms. Welcome to another episode on the Empowered Working Mom Revolution podcast, the last episode to wrap up the year 2023. I don't know about you, but I really love taking this time at the end of the year in the winter time to do some self-reflection. And I call it powerful reflection because as we are heading into the new year, there's this hub and buzz about, New Year's goals, what do you want to manifest, and all that good stuff. Is that to do that, the best practice is starting with reflection. Because self-reflection is where the learning and the expansion of our self-awareness and empowerment happens. Now, why I say that is because life experiences that you've had in 2023 informs you of what was important to you, what you've learned, what you want to release, what you want to celebrate and honor, and also what you want to bring with you into the new year with intentionality. So I'm a huge fan of self-reflection because I've seen the power it has to help me and also my clients create and live out a more fulfilling life that is in alignment with their desires and their best version of themselves. So I thought I'd offer you the space here today on the podcast to reflect together with me. I'll guide you through some powerful questions that I had the honor and opportunity to co-create with a client recently, and also 2 practices to support you in releasing the things you don't want and grounding into things you do want to take with you into 2024. Now, before we dive into our space and time together here on the podcast, if you'd like the questions handy and a space for reflection, you can go ahead and download my free 2023 Powerful Reflections e-journal that has the same questions that I'll be sharing here on the podcast. You can go to empoweredworkingmomsrevolution.com/free to grab it. Otherwise, I invite you to grab your journal and your favorite pen and carve out some space to reflect together here with me on the episode. So first, we're going to start off with a meditation and a visual meditation to help us ground ourselves into this space of powerful self-reflection. I invite you to inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 8. Doing this a couple times calms your nervous system down. And after you allow yourself those patterns of breath, I invite you to reflect upon this whole year, envisioning different moments in your life that you had, different experiences, different interactions, and just to go back in time of this year of 2023. And as you're reflecting and visualizing that, all those experiences and interactions and moments that you've had in 2023, I want you to tap into the emotions you felt, the energy. What did it feel like? Allow yourself to just be in those moments. It's almost like you're tapping into each moment and re-experiencing them for just a little bit of time, and then coming back out and going into another moment, experiencing that energetically and emotionally, and then coming back out. I invite you to take as much time as you want, as you are, visually meditating into those moments that you've had, experiences and interactions in the past year. And when you are ready, offer yourself another couple deep breaths where you breathe in for 4 counts and exhale for 8. And come back to this present moment. Now that we've grounded ourselves into this space, we will start your powerful self-reflection with a practice called Bless and Release. And in this practice, you will identify the beliefs and behavior tendencies that didn't serve you this year, blessing them to deepen your self-awareness, and then energetically release them from you. So I invite you to write your responses to the following questions in your journal. And I'll share a little bit of my reflections to these questions as well. Here is the first question with this practice of bless and release. What were the beliefs and behavior tendencies that you learned about yourself or didn't serve you that you want to release? So for example, one of the behavior tendencies that didn't serve me in 2023 that I want to release is the need to control every single thing. And that behavior tendency really led to me overworking and feeling anxious about things in my work and in my life. And so those are the behavior tendency that I want to release from myself and not take that with me in 2024. Another one was people pleasing, that I would be putting people's needs over my own needs, and that is something that I learned about myself that didn't really serve me and that I want to release from myself and not take it on with me in 2024. So those are just 2 examples of beliefs and behavior tendencies that didn't serve me in 2023 that I am intentionally releasing from my mind, body, and spirit. So I invite you to pause the podcast right now and to make a list of all the beliefs and behavior tendencies that you learned about yourself or didn't serve you that you want to release. Now that you've written down all the beliefs and behavior tendencies that you want to release, I invite you to reread that list out loud to yourself. After you reread it aloud to yourself, I invite you to close your eyes and take 1 deep breath from your belly. And then I invite you to open your eyes and to write at the bottom of that list, "Thank you, I bless and release these words." And after you write that, then with your eyes closed, put your hands on your heart and say, "Thank you, I bless and release these words," while at the same time imagining those words dissipating away from your body, mind, and soul. Now that you've blessed and released the beliefs and behavior tendencies that haven't served you in 2023, you've cleared your mind, spirit, and body energetically and emotionally to receive and take on what will serve you in 2024. So in this next practice, you will identify what you want to take on, expand upon, and embody in 2024. Then you'll tune into and note the energy and emotions you feel about what you wrote. So I invite you to write your responses to the following questions in your journal. The first question is, what lessons, new beliefs, new habits or practices, and new skills did you learn in 2023 that you want to continue to integrate, expand upon, and embody in 2024? So for example, one of the beliefs that I learned in 2023 that I want to continue to integrate and embody in 2024 is that I am fully supported by those around me and by God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you want to call it. Another belief that I learned in 2023 that I want to continue to expand upon and integrate and embody is that abundance is available for me. So those are two examples of new beliefs that I learned in 2023 that I want to continue and take on with me in 2024 and begin to integrate and embody. Now I invite you to pause the podcast right now and allow yourself some time to reflect on what are the lessons, new beliefs, new habits or practices, and new skills did you learn in 2023 that you want to continue to integrate, expand upon, and embody in 2024. The second question that I invite you to write your response to is, what values are important to you that you want to align your decisions and actions with in 2024? So for example, some of the values that are important to me that I want to align my decisions and actions with in the new year is fun, courage, creativity, love, service, and trust. So listing the values that are important to you that you want to align your decisions and actions with in the new year, I invite you to pause the podcast right now and jot those values down in your journal. All right, and the last and final question is, what do you need to feel your best self in 2024? And what can you do to have those needs met? So, for example, for me, what I need to feel my best self in 2024 is space for rest and alone time and time in nature, family adventures and experiences with my family, and deep conversations with friends and connections with friends. And what I can do to have those needs met is to be intentional about my scheduling and calendaring, because I live by my calendar and that's how I can be accountable to myself. So I invite you to pause the podcast right now and allow yourself some space to reflect upon this last question. What do you need to feel your best self in 2024? And what can you do to have those needs met? Alrighty, now that you've written your responses to those three questions, I invite you to tune into how you energetically and emotionally feel about your responses as you reread what you wrote. So reread your responses and tune into how you feel energetically and emotionally as you reread your responses to those three questions. Now I invite you to write down what you experienced energetically and emotionally when you tuned in to how it felt. Because when you are tuned in energetically and emotionally with what you want to take on in the new year, Your spirit, body, and mind are aligned as one. Alrighty, that wraps up our time together doing a powerful self-reflection. And I don't know about you, but it was so much fun to carve out space here today to reflect together powerfully. And if you're feeling the excitement and energy from today's guided practices and would like to keep this momentum going in 2024, where you're receiving financial success in your career, experiencing fewer conflicts with your family, and have plenty of time for self-care, or any of the things that you listed in today's reflection that you want to take on, then secure your spot at the upcoming in-person Mommy Fest workshop on January 20th, where we'll help you make that your reality or something better with the right tools and mindset. We have 3 spots left, so go to empoweredworkingmomrevolution.com/events to secure your spot. And I can't wait to see you there. Once again, thanks for tuning in to the Empowered Working Mom Revolution podcast. If you found today's conversation helpful in guiding you as a working mom, I'd love to invite you to share it with a fellow working mom friend, as we would love for this podcast to serve as many working moms as possible. So thanks for sharing it with a working mom friend, and I'll see you next week on the podcast. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Have a great rest of your day, week, and evening.